Here's one thing I think everybody should own. If you drive a car every day, this is relevant for you. It's a jump starter for your car, and this gives you the ability to jump your car when it's not turning on, when you got a dead battery. You used to need someone else's car for it, but there's no excuse now to not carry one of these around with you. What if nobody's around? What if you're in a place where people might not be able to get to you easily? Not too long ago at the park, we had to jump a guy's car. Some guy's car wasn't starting, and we jumped his car. It turns out his battery was like 6 or 7 years old, so that's a whole nother problem. That's preventative maintenance. You want to make sure you're keeping up with your battery, and you might not have that problem in the first place. He was asking so many people before we got up to him about jumper cables, and nobody had them. So he was stuck there for a bit. And if he had a jump starter, he could just jump his car and go home. But he had to rely on other people to help him. It's nice to help people out when you can, but you don't want to have to rely on other people. You want to be able to help yourself. And if you can carry a jump starter with you, then when your car won't start, you at least have that. And this specific one is actually made by Gulu. It's called the GP4000. This one comes with a nice case. The pack itself has some ports on it. There's a Type-C in and out, which you can use to charge up the power bank itself or charge something like a phone. And then you have some USB ports for charging other equipment. If you push the power button, it'll show you the charge. So I'm on 4 bars right now. And if you hold it down, it turns this flashlight on. And then if you click it again, it'll do a strobe. And there's 2 modes of a strobe. And then you can just turn that right off. In the side of the case here, you get a couple cables. Then you get your clamps for attaching to the battery. You plug that right into the side, attach the clamps to the proper position on the battery, and then you're good to start your car up. Right now I can't show you me using it because I don't have a dead battery, but I did a lot of research into this Gulu one, and it seems like a good one. There's multiple thousands of reviews of the Gulu GP4000 and people using them and it performing very well. And what really sold it for me was Project Farm's test. He did a couple videos on him. If you don't know Project Farm, I think he's one of the best YouTube reviewers out there. And he tested the Gulu a couple times and it performed really well for him. And this states it can be used up to a 10-liter diesel. In Project Farm's test, he did a 5.9-liter diesel. But it says it can go up to a 10-liter. If you're just driving a gas car, then you're going to have absolutely no problem. Gulu sent me this one to check out. I'm not going to tell you that you have to buy this specific one just because they sent it to me. There's a lot of jump starters out there. This is an option. A lot of people use them and it seems to work good for them. But you should get a jump starter. There's no excuse to not have one of these and carry them around in your car. This one here you can grab for under $100. Small price to pay for not being stranded out in the middle of nowhere. You don't want to get stranded out in the middle of nowhere when you could have had one of these with you. But if you do keep one of these in your car, make sure you occasionally check the charge because depending on the weather, it can drain the battery a little bit. And if you use it once, if you use it twice, make sure you charge it back up. Make sure it's always at full charge. Again, you don't only have to use this for a jump starter. You can use it to charge your phone, charge your equipment, and whatnot. But that's it for today, guys. Stay prepared and stay safe. I'll see you next time.